Hey, Dale the librarian here. When you are considering purchases to fill out that reading area, how do you figure out like what's good? I mean, we can go off and ask people and get their opinions, but it always feels like we're kind of missing something, right? Here's a tool that I use to do selection on topics that I'm not 100% confident in, or if I'm looking for whether we've got enough of something. This is a tool that I use. This is where you can go and see what libraries have what, and you can see, oh, that looks good. No, that one doesn't look good. That one looks good. What does that mean? Okay, so first of all, you can look for a title if you really love a book. So for example, I don't have a book. Oh, here we go. This one's actually pretty good. Communities and Networks, about network theory and sociology and psychology, things like that. I could look that up and then see what are the subject headings that have been assigned to it. But for this one, I'll just look up service learning because I know that's a thing. That's like a disciplinary pursuit. And I could go to books. And then I'm like, oh, changing the world with service learning. That one looks pretty good. So, I mean, that's how you do it. You go, oh, yeah, that's a good one. That leads us to the next place. What we want to do, if we find a favorite book or a book we're interested in, is go down in the library record to the subject headings. These are the subject headings right here. These are assigned by librarians, typically librarians of Congress or professional catalogers who say, what's the most important thing about this book? And what you do is copy one of the subjects. Step number one. Well, I guess that's step number two. Find your favorite book or find a good book that looks good, then copy the subject. This is the week after spring semester has ended, so please forgive me. Then go to databases with that subject and go to WorldCat. There's a database called WorldCat First Search. WorldCat First Search. This is most of the libraries in the United States. If you go to Advanced Search right here, suddenly I have a gnat flying around my room. You can search by subject. I would avoid these other ones. If you just do subject, it's kind of like good enough. And then paste in whatever that official subject was from the record. What you're doing now is you're finding what libraries have what books. But we want to figure out, like, what's been done for us lately? So if we go to, you could go 2020 to 2023 and see what academic libraries are buying. Language, typically, since it's North America, it's like Spanish or English, but you could focus on a particular language if you want to. You have to check books. Here's a couple important ones. Click not juvenile, or you're going to get like a whole mess of stuff. Well, maybe not with this topic. Maybe so, maybe not, I don't know. And then for content, you can see there's fiction or nonfiction. I'm going to go for not fiction because I'm looking for the practical thing. And then any format, this kind of gets into the weeds. I usually leave that unchecked. Okay, here we go. When I do the search, can you see right here? It's ranked by the number of libraries that purchased the book. This is the number of libraries that felt this was so important that it should be part of their collection. So what you could say is Service Learning on Common Sense Teaching is the most important book published in the last couple years. That's a quantitative statement. So what I would do is I would go through, if I had to purchase 10 books, I would go through and go, ooh, collaborative teams. I don't want the German one because I can't read that. There's a lot of German ones. Ooh, civic engagement in global contexts. Formative assessments, no. Ooh, art of world learning. Oh, cool. Teaching in ideology of civic engagement. I got caught at that. This is how I would do it. I go through and I look at those. You could go and click on each one of these, and there might be a table of contents or something like that. But when you are happy with your list, You click on Email Bib, click on Marked Records, and then you just send it to yourself. And you'll get a nice little list of items that will be the books that you could then go out and consider buying on Amazon, doing further research, or things like that. You could do this on any number of topics. I hope this helps.